Hello everyone, welcome to the Pequeno pod with Señor Pequeños. New year, new intro, same relaxed comedy. Please consider supporting us on Patreon as we are but poor lost circus performers and it helps pay for podcast equipment, editing hours, and also gets you some fun little goofy benefits. And if you choose not to, that's fine. That's fine. We'd appreciate a 5-star rating. We read comments and reviews in every episode, so enjoy this free one and have a horrible day.
I like barcades where they have the old retro games, and then it's like a bar. Those ones are fun. My
Our
friends
local
prefer...
one shot down.
What got shot down?
Our local barcade. I said shot, but shut. Sorry, oops.
Got shot down? By what?
Shut down. I said the wrong word. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Shot?
No, I wasn't...
It got shot? Someone got shot? No! God!
I wasn't being an ass. I'm just stupid. I thought you meant it actually got shot up by like a plane or something.
No.
A plane? Why is that the thing you assume shot it up?
He
drone?
said shot down, so that
shot
makes
down.
it sound like a plane
Our flying
bombed it.
barcade got shot down.
That Russian plane just really hated the arcade.
No dying today? No dying at the arcade?
Yeah, I've gone out a couple days in a row and actually been okay, and I drove... Yeah, so today's kind of been interesting. So the good news is we had a lovely day with Riley, and then her sister was in town for her birthday, so we went out to arcade, had a good time. I didn't have any panic attacks. So that
No
and I drove
triggering anything?
and I drove, yeah, nothing.
Pac-Man!
I think I'm tweaking.
Oh my gosh, it was so funny. But so that's the good thing. But the bad thing was God was testing me, so it was
Excuse me.
I haven't been able to drive.
I almost killed a man today.
But I spared his life at the last
If
second.
I had a gun.
Man.
I would have shot his nuts off, but I didn't. God was testing me.
Blown them clean off, trust me.
God was telling me to stop shooting people's nuts
If I
off.
didn't have 5 more Chuck E. Cheese tokens.
If I didn't run out of rounds, I would have brittled them, I tell you. No, so... I haven't been able to drive lately because of the panic attacks, because they happen when I drive now, because it once happened when I drove and I thought I was going to pass out and crash and kill everybody. So it's just been happening since then. So I haven't been able to drive, but this time we were going out to the arcade and it's not that far away. It's like 10 minutes. And Riley was like, and I was like, yeah, I can drive. And then 5 things in a row happened and they were all stress, anxiety,
I saw demons,
awful.
I saw the devil.
I got hit by a semi.
I saw Bill Clinton got creamed by a semi.
Nightmare.
What was that last one? The semi? No, the other one. No, but so literally, you pull out of my apartment, you drive straight, and you turn right. So I've turned once, and I'm like, la 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 la, I can drive. This isn't so bad. And immediately, I'm just in my lane. I'm just in my lane doing my thing, and this guy on the left next to us just starts honk blaring at us for no reason whatsoever, just laying on it. And so then as I keep driving, he's like an inch behind my bumper, the whole way to the exit.
From TikTok.
Honking and no, they were about to hit us.
Worst case scenario, honestly.
So then we get on to the exit, the on ramp, and he's still so close he's gonna hit me. So I slow down to 20 miles an hour. I'm like, fine, you want to fucking ride my ass all the way up? We're gonna go slow as possible. And then we get up there, and then I go my way, and then he catches up. He just speeds up. And then jumps in between me and another car, just barely, almost hits both of us. And somehow they didn't hit us, and they had enough room to flip me off with the other hand, and just dove in between us. Didn't hit anybody and kept going. So at that point, my heart's beating. Yeah, at that point, I'm jealous. I'm like, oh, I can't do that.
Man.
When I try to flip people off when I drive, I crash. So it sucks. It's extra embarrassing. Yeah, me having a panic attack.
Hey, buddy.
I flip them off, and then all they see is me pull up. I'm just like...
It's black out.
You need one of the ones where it's they put the light in the back of their car, and then
those are illegal, Lively.
Those are the middle
What's
finger
illegal?
ones.
In general, if you have things little signs that animate or anything, those are
Really?
in 45 states, but
Oh.
I'm going to Rhode Island.
I keep seeing Instagram ads for those where it's like the little like flashing
middle
like
finger. Yeah.
yeah, and then like all the comments are like, "These are illegal, by the way. Don't buy them. Waste of money. I got a ticket." And it's like, all right,
Timu in China is like buy 17.
please, they're 13 cents. You can afford it.
So anyway,
Could you
that
imagine
happened.
using that to flip off a cop and then they just give you a ticket right then and there?
Oh, this actually just this actually just popped up in the news. You can they did a Supreme Court ruling. You can flip off cops. You can yell at them. Like, you can yell slurs. Not slurs,
What?
sorry.
I do that every
Whoops.
day.
And you're telling me they're not going to retaliate?
No, they might, but like, I just mean like they're not.
They might. They
we're
might
not-
They
shoot
might
you.
kill you.
We're
They
not
might.
supposed to,
But you could.
but you
That's
could
their
not
limits.
die.
Yeah, I was
Sorry.
like,
I'm speaking as a white person. You shouldn't ever do
oh,
that.
I was like,
But it's actually not
a
illegal
good
for
chance
you
they
to do
could.
those things.
For me, I don't have to do that.
It's like that's what's that sound from TikTok from where the guy's like, "Huh, wait a minute, I'm white."
oh, that's from Boondocks.
I usually recognize the Boondocks ones, like the one that went
It's
around
because
with
it's
like
not a main character, it's just like a random
Yeah.
dude where it's like, you know, they showed the black dude scenario where it's like two black dudes bumping into each other, angry. It ends in a very dramatic, like, shootout. And then it's like a black guy bumps into the white guy, and then the white guy's like, "Hey, buddy!" And then he turns around and he's like, "Wait a minute, I'm white!" And then he just walks away.
perfect. I've always wondered where that's from. Yeah, because the other one that
Yes.
goes around is like the butt usher. That one.
I've seen that scene in Japanese, and they just straight up use the N-word in it, but the like the Japanese voiceovers.
Say it. I'm just kidding.
It's basically
What did they
like
say?
it's like
What
like
word are you talking
N-word
about?
Lively, who
N-word
was in
moment.
Paris?
N-word
Nuts?
moment kind of thing, and then I was like, oh, they said it. you have to listen to it in Japanese because I can't say it, but they say it like
be
as
shy.
oh, don't be shy. Spit it out already. Like they say momento something something, but like, you know, in Japanese, whatever, however you pronounce it. And so
So the first road rage thing happened, and then the second thing, I'm just driving along, and some guy fully can see me and just pulls out of a side street and almost hits us, and I had to honk and
he's
be like,
like,
"You're
he'll
gonna hit
move.
us."
He'll move.
Did not move. He
Play
moved
chicken.
into us almost.
That TikTok guy is kind of a dick.
So that's what I got stressed about, because so then there was one other thing where someone almost
Just
tried to
they'll
hit us.
recognize you. Yeah, exactly.
No, shut
I'm
up.
so scared they'll judge my driving.
They know me
No,
from
no, no.
Jedi
Hold on.
retirement. Oh,
Hold on. Hold on a minute. All right, let's hear it.
Eat my ass. All
Don't get
right.
mad. You're the one that made that. I'm just referencing your content.
It was literally
You can't use my
bro.
content against me. I haven't said a one word, and you guys are like, "Oh, you stupid fucking idiot!" Putting a broom in your pants.
Oh, you put broom Swiffer booty boy.
You willingly do that. We reference it. Hey guys, knock it off.
I didn't say knock it off. Leave me alone.
That wasn't me. That was Obi-Wan Kenobi, obviously.
Don't do that.
Fuck you. I'm hanging up.
There you go.
Anyway.
That's it.
I've had enough of you guys.
I'll have you
Stop.
notice, the Uber driver recognized me the other day
Oh.
and then hit on me, so take
Oh.
that. It was Pride
Oh.
weekend, so I was like, sorry.
So
Can't
you were
help.
like, yeah,
But I appreciate
So
slay.
you're not.
This guy's not an
Damn.
ally.
He kicked me out of the car. Ran me over.
This guy's being homophobic.
This TikTok guy hates gays. So then we're almost home from this arcade, and I turn a corner, and like there's a person on one of those electronic scooters in my lane, like directly in front of me, and I can't. I mean, it's a split
on
second.
the road?
Yeah, on the road, like right in front of me, in my lane. I just couldn't see it until we started
the
turning
scooter
into the
lane.
street.
Yeah,
Like it was one of those. It's a green light, so you just green light, turn left, and I couldn't. It's a split second honk. Like I couldn't tell if they could see me. I just didn't want them to run into the car, and they could see me. And then once I had honked and like they moved out of the way instead of hitting me, their whole group of friends on the side of the road goes, "Oh, I don't think so," and they all start coming out. We're at a stoplight, so I'm just like,
They whip out bats. Bats and crowbars, and they just start smashing your windshield.
I just didn't want to hit him. Well, then I started taking pictures. I was like, great, this is going to be like, this racist TikTok guy just honked
There's
at
a
my
picture
friend.
of you like that.
Probably.
You're like panicking.
Nervous at a red light.
Would you
This man just honked. How could he?
This man just honked racistly at my friend.
Twitter, do
just
your thing.
being in the street,
Twitter,
being on the
find
sidewalk.
him.
My friend was on the sidewalk, and this white guy in his car of white people started shouting slurs from the car. Like, that's what I'm picturing in my head is happening. And I'm like,
The absolute worst.
and I'm still like, I'm gonna have a panic attack while I'm driving again. Can you imagine? I'm at that stoplight, they're all beating on the windows, and I just go.
Black.
You just pass out.
Riley's like, hey, wake up, we gotta go.
Pissing your pants violently.
They're getting in the car. Wake up.
I wake up and she's getting dragged out of the car window.
Oh my gosh.
So I got home and I'm like, how did I not have a panic attack? We had 5 things in a row happen on a very short drive. I don't know. So it kind of ruined my night, honestly, but it did.
No.
Quit laughing at me.
It's hard
you
leaving the
guys,
house,
you know
man.
what?
It's hard. There's
I was
always
like, man,
something.
I got stressed. And Nick's like,
Nick says, "Oh, your life
think-
is so hard. Mild traffic irritation. Uh-oh."
I think I'm just laughing at the fact that there's probably a picture out there, like a blurry Snapchat of Daniel, like worried at a red light.
I fully smiled for it. I'm not kidding. Because I'm nervous. So I turned my head and I'm like, slur. They add a little speech
What
bubble
did
on
he
the
say?
Snapchat. They add a little speech bubble on the Snapchat, and they're like, "He said that."
He said this.
Daniel's on drama alert.
Let's get right into the news.
Oh,
We got a racist Star Wars naked
Micro
ass.
celebrity.
This guy isn't even fucking famous. He's stuffing Swiffers in his ass. What the hell is he doing?
What a freak.
And he shouted slurs to this random people on the sidewalk. What a douchebag.
How much further can this man fall?
Farther.
Watch me.
Watch me. They're beating on the car windows. I'm like, hey, come to my stand-up next week at Helium.
$10
Yeah,
a
this is
ticket,
how,
you can
this is
bring
how
a
to
friend.
get. There you go. It's to promote it. It was
They
a
drive
PR
the scooter
stunt
on my
all along.
stage.
And this is the teenager.
This is them. They keep following me.
PR stunt time.
Anyway, yeah, should we blaze through some fan mail and some... We'll skip a particular one.
That'll make him even worse.
Yeah, I didn't know you could send in multiple at a time, so just thankfully put some under
I kept
one
getting
number.
Emails. Yeah,
I
kept
did
getting
see that.
and I'm like,
Emails from them?
yes.
I did get emails.
I don't mind
you
it.
can-
I giggle at them. I don't want to
Okay,
get,
you can
unsubscribe.
unsub from them if you want. Someone said, happy late birthday to Riley. Thank you.
You're not Riley.
Yeah.
Don't talk to
Yeah,
me
why
again.
are you taking that for her?
Next
that
one.
was
Are you
Next-
for Riley.
Let her say
Next-
thank you.
You're such a controlling dick, you male
Yeah.
asshole. I am the worst person in the world. I'm straight up gonna have a panic attack. Oh, I hate
Oh my
myself.
god,
Oh my
dude, please.
gosh. How dare you talk for your
listen to what else I
girlfriend.
did wrong. This is a text from Lebanon, Pennsylvania, and they said, Daniel, it's not I like that
It's
he's my
not
first
Lebanon.
name. They go, Daniel, it's not pronounced like the country of Lebanon, but is pronounced more like Lebanon. And I see that both Nick and Lively have finally died. Well, at least Lively, I think. I think the wasps and the raccoons finally got her. She was vacuuming the wood. Nick is finally like you and sick.
I'm still
Loved
here.
it, Daniel. Damn.
Didn't die.
And we're so happy.
Bronchitis survivor.
He survived from bronchitis to roast the shit out of me.
Didn't even do anything.
Also, fun fact: if
Spreading.
you ever want to slash someone's tires, only slash 3 because they can't get the insurance money.
I mean, if you slash one tire, won't they have to replace all of them anyways? Because they normally just replace all of the tires.
I don't think so. I've only gotten
You've been able to get one replaced before? Because, like,
a
few weeks ago when our car broke down, we just had
I think they're
one
lying
tire.
to you, bro.
Yeah. They gave us, they made us...
all four, and you had to choose the catalytic converter.
Actually, Nick and Daniel, I don't know if you knew this, but when one tire pops, you gotta get them all replaced.
Yeah, that's what they told
They make
us.
you buy a new car.
Yeah, they made us replace all of them because the air pressure was bad in one. And they're like, we gotta make them all even now. And I'm like,
when the
damn.
tread goes low on one tire, you have to buy a new house. It's no more.
Yeah, you have to sell your house, actually.
You have to shoot your dog.
You have to yell a slur at somebody passing by. What? That's too bad. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, it's a scammo, but they just didn't let us replace one, and John already has the little light coming on for low tire pressure in that tire that we replaced. So
so that you go back and they're like, well, actually, so if we replace their tire, they replace the other tire, we have to replace all of them again.
Exactly. That was the thing.
Don't go back to
like,
that place.
Les Schwab.
Anyway, so if you leave a comment on our Spotify or Apple, or on just like the text chain of the episode, we will read some of them. Not all of them. We'll read the good ones. If we don't read them, you have hate in your heart. You should get that right. You should figure yourself out.
More money.
You're telling me the camping one was a spiteful, hateful one?
What camping one?
It just said, "What's your opinion on camping?"
Oh, I'm not answering that
shit. Pay us, man.
Yeah,
Bet you'd
like
to know, question boy. Why don't you fucking pay me some money and I'll answer some questions?
Jeez, listen, you better leave this in here.
What is this? Confederate Russia? Get off my ass. Alright, so going through the Spotify comments, I'll go through them quick. The Say Gex. Okay, so gay sex. Oh, I get it.
I thought you said the Say Gex. Like, I was like, oh, you like 100 gex? Yeah, I was like, you want me to say that?
Huh? Is this a Geico reference?
You don't like 100 gex?
No. What's 100 gex?
Boy, do I got music for your beautiful little ears.
Daniel, don't you remember?
My ears are little.
Do you remember on?
I said beautiful. Little. Yeah, little is. Sorry. Oops. I did say little. Your beautiful big ears.
Gaslighting me. I didn't say little. I said gorgeous. You stupid fuck. Can you hear me with those little ears?
You can hear me better with those little stupid ears.
Maybe you can hear me better with some big fucking ears, dumbass. Dumbo.
My thoughts, stupid ass.
Señor Pequeños ears. Good lord.
On Bite, I think they had a
missed
category.
All of us together.
Right? They had a 100 gex channel.
It
was like one of the first. It was one of the first
yeah.
new channels they added, and I was like, "This is the most random channel to just
because weren't we all asking them to use weren't we all asking them for like a comedy category, and they put up like 100 gex and ribbon, and you're like, wait, what?
Daniel, it's like high pitched, hyper pop, like like. And I'm like, what? It shouldn't be bad.
It'll probably give him a panic attack. We probably should have shown.
You're right.
That's the way everyone treats me now. We were going to go kayaking, which is just sitting on a boat, and everyone's like, can he do that? And I'm like, I hope so.
I don't know if you can handle the gex, man.
What's funny is on the car ride to the kayaking, where you just sit in a car, I was like...
They're like, holy shit.
They're like, wow, he's a fucking panicky boy, isn't he?
Wow, a little pansy.
I worked that into my stand-up. I gotta show you guys the stand-up. I reworked the stand-up because I look back and I was like, most of this, not good. So I kept the part that Juliana liked, and I changed a bunch of the other stuff.
Baby joke and nothing else.
The autistic baby joke.
That's the whole thing.
That's it. I walk in, I'm like, so these autistic babies. Anyway, going back to these Spotify comments. Yeah! Person says, I also have POTS and I'm going to physical therapy for it. Oh, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with the whole POTS thing.
Do for that?
Sure.
I got paid.
I'm dying. Anyway, I always be pretending your podcast is reacting to me playing Mortal Kombat, Papa's Farizi, or Assassin's Creed. Give or take which one sounds more entertaining to you, but also makes me feel insane. Oh.
All good games.
What was the second one?
We just played Mortal Kombat. Says Papa's Freezeria.
Oh.
I said something else before.
I know, right? Like,
I heard like Papa's Fur Easy, and I'm like,
that's
I don't
what I
know
heard
that
too.
is.
I'm like, what? Great
I'm pretty
games.
sure I said Papa's Far Freezer Korea. I said something weird. Anyway, my bad. Daniel's having a stroke
Five
now.
Nights at Freddy's.
All
Five
right.
Nights at Freddy's. That's where I wanna be.
What's all the memes where that date right stuff asshole pops up and then someone comes up after and they're like, actually, what you should be afraid of is Febby Frogbear. And you're just like, huh?
Why don't I know this? I don't know what that is.
You don't know these memes? You liked a video of it, Nick, because Eddie, or what's his name, shared one.
Who's Eddie?
Who?
You know Ed.
This sounds like the
boy.
presidential debate.
Sheeran?
Shut
Please
I'm
don't let
in
him
love
die.
with your body. Shut up.
Who's Eddie? What are you talking about? No.
Doesn't matter.
You can't go, oh, Eddie shared it. Who's Eddie?
Doesn't matter, dude.
Eddie, the fourth person in our podcast.
Stop, dude, stop.
You don't know fucking Eddie.
Buddy doesn't know Eddie.
You name drop, dude. You just name drop a generic name and expect me to go, oh, okay.
Oh, God.
Tell me who Eddie is, please.
I'm sorry. It was Edgar, not Eddie.
Edgar. Oh, this matey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eddie.
Eddie.
You're like, same difference.
I'm like, who is that? He said it like we know him, like we run into him on a daily basis.
I love my podcast with Noah and Jason.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Edgar. Anyway. I'm gonna fucking have a stroke. I'm sweating so bad. Oh, gosh.
You're like, it's happening. It's happening.
God help
No,
me.
Eddie shared it.
Your head slams into the monitor.
You saw the
Next
little
one.
couch pop up.
Next one says, I love how the Patreon audience 100% has more comedic skill than Daniel. Oh.
Owie.
Except me. What's up with Spotify, huh? I also wonder if you'll read this or skip over it because we have no comedic talent. I guess we'll skip that one. How are we cutting that out?
You gotta read it like, what's up with Spotify?
Oh, what's so much Spotify? The shitty flamingo bit reminds me of the story... Hey, Lois. That shitty flamingo bit reminds me of the story Daniel told about Balloon Go Festival, where he went with his friends, where all the balloons were advertisements, and Daniel almost kidnapped a child. That did happen.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's one of my favorite stories. That is just is so horrendous, that whole thing.
The one where this dude was eating eggs in the hot car the whole time.
Stankin' up that damn car.
I didn't know I'd be giving people rides, and I was hungry. And the line was 3 miles
This dude
long.
brings 5 eggs as a snack.
I started
How many
shelling
eggs
them
did you
out the
bring?
window.
Oh my god. They weren't already shelled.
No, they weren't already shelled.
Hold on.
They're throwing out. People behind me are like, is he throwing eggs out the window? The people in the
means it
back,
didn't
like,
smell
their
at
hands
all
on the
at
window,
first.
like, help.
That implies that the car just got stinkier as he
Exactly,
progressed.
every egg.
Oh, it did, because you unsheath the eggs, and then you start farting.
Don't say unsheath.
Why?
You unsheath and the stench comes out.
Oh, is that like a penis thing?
You know, it could
Unsheath
be a
like-
foreskin. It could be a foreskin reference. Yes, Daniel.
All right. I want to die, frankly. This next one says the Pequeno curse has finally reached Nick. He's back. He's okay.
I'm
Next
alive,
one's-
guys. I'm not
It's okay.
dead.
The next two comments are 3 words total. The next one says milk, and the next one says I shat. 2 different people. It wasn't an update. Milk.
Same topic.
Update. I poop.
Thoughts on milk? Did we discuss milk? Why is milk being brought up?
I don't know.
I can't have it.
Interesting topics. Yeah, I was strangely
I went to
captivated.
That, like, baby birthday party the other day. Like, the neighbors were
randomly. So much milk.
They had like a big like
breast
ice
milk
cream
laying around.
Yeah,
bags.
There were babies everywhere, man.
Good. I just kept sucking on these titties, and I was like,
I
I'm full.
but I want more. My stomach hurts.
I know they kept offering us like, okay, so both me and the baby, we can't have milk, right? Both allergic to milk.
Me and the baby were slamming that milk.
Me and the baby were grabbing those tits.
So like, this family is like Ukrainian and like, limited English speakers at this event, and they kept offering us ice cream because there was an ice cream truck, and I'm just like, oh, her mommy won't let her, no. And so they just gave me a piece of cake, and I just ended up eating only the jam out of it and making it look like I ate it.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
It was like 3 layers and a bunch of jam, so I was like, this looks like I ate it and got full, right?
Where's the jelly? Lick it out in the middle.
That's exactly how I ate it, in front of all of those 2-year-olds. Yeah, I was going ham. Yeah, the baby's mom doesn't even let her have juice, so they handed her a juice pack, and I just drank it while no one was looking.
Wait, they handed the baby a juice pack, and you stole it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Nick, are you okay?
Juice from a baby.
I did.
Did they know this? Did you?
Does
the baby know this?
I mean,
is there a thought behind those eyes?
Probably
a week
not.
later, they're like, say daddy, and then he's like, that woman stole my juice.
Weird bitch.
Auntie Juju stole it. And I'm like, oh shit.
Father, I require that whore's head on a platter. What?
Bring me her name. Bring me her address. Send your finest assassin.
I need her socials. What is the etiquette for assassins these days?
Father, give me her social security number.
Father, show me this guy's ball.
You asked your dad for that?
Oh my gosh. Oh, I have really missed us altogether. Anyway. Sad you gotta go in 8 minutes.
Oh, it is.
Next one says, search up Roy Benavides. He is a fucking badass. I don't know who that is. I'll tell you one thing. I ain't looking him up. Too bad, Buster. Bet you wish I'd look him up. Stupid. Next one says, Julianna being attacked by a dog is like her being attacked by Fenrir because, she's short. Also, Daniel, I'm the one that found that raw footage of you playing 9/11 Legos on Instagram. Buddy, I don't remember what I had for breakfast this morning, much less who messaged me Lego 9/11. Next one says, writing from...
the Fenrir is?
No, I don't.
It's the giant Nordic, wolf from Norse mythology.
Cool.
There's a little
moral of the story. Now you know that. You didn't before.
I bet Nick knows from this game.
Hey, man.
That Dude, one next to you is Doom, Mother
of Doom.
Mother of Doom.
Yep.
That's right. You got it. You got
it. It was fucking stupid, man. Next one says, writing this from prison. Love the podcast. Really helps being in solitary confinement.
They say they were in prison? Wait.
They said they were in prison. Yeah. Really helps while being in solitary confinement.
Do you just get internet access? Or
I
is
wonder
it?
If my microphone is.
I genuinely want to know. Is there unrestricted internet access? No way. They totally break out.
On Twitter, it went viral maybe 2 weeks ago. But there's a Facebook page. It's ironic that they're sharing it on Twitter, but there's a Facebook page where you could. It shows a list of all the inmates and their pictures, and you can write love letters to them because they're single and they're looking for partnerships. Dude, there's so many comments where they're like, I could fix her, and you read what they did, and it's they killed their husband,
and
shot
children.
their boyfriend.
Yeah, drowned their children. They're like, I could fix her.
She's kind of hot though.
I'd sleep in her lap at night. What?
Huh?
She drowned the entire neighborhood's dogs. What are you talking about?
The amount of people who start pen pal relationships with people in prison and then fall in love with them is crazy. I don't know.
We should do that.
We should actually. That'd be kind of fun. Should we start a pen pal with some prisoner and pick one, and then give us updates every week?
Stop writing to me. You're not funny.
Not funny. Give us stories to tell on our podcast. Tell us about your prison experience, please.
We should.
I killed 5 kids. Ah, well, good. You know, we'll make more. Anyway, what's the next note?
Honestly.
Kind of Cap.
Cap. It's Cap Jr.
Oh my gosh. Ugh. Next one says, listening to... Oh, just kidding. Next one says, I'm currently suffering with complications, extreme fatigue from a possible lung infection due to COVID, and this podcast really helps keep my spirits up during all this. Love you guys in the podcast.
That's horrible.
Oh my gosh, I hope you're okay. Oh. Sorry. Wow.
I hope we get an update from them.
I hope we get money
Yeah,
from
keep us
I'm kidding.
updating. I hope you give
like
us your
us so
money
much,
instead of
pay
your
us.
healthcare.
That's so mean. Sorry.
Why
I hope you're better.
don't you put some laughs into those lungs? You know, fill them up. Pay us some money,
Laughing
and we
gas.
will do that.
That's terrible.
They collapse their lung on our podcast. Love this podcast to death. Hope Nick gets better soon. God bless you all. Oh, thanks. He's not blessing us at all, but appreciate it.
I didn't do anything.
No. I said God, he said God bless y'all, and I said he's not blessing us. Yeah, no, I'm not talking about you,
Oh, you're
Nick.
talking
That'd
about
be mean.
the-
I always bless you guys with my presence every single time.
Thoughts
You
and
always
prayers,
bless
thoughts and
us
prayers.
with
Thoughts and prayers. Peace and love. Peace and love.
Oh my, thanks, Ted Cruz. Next one says, I changed my
Remember
picture
when he
again.
when he cooked bacon with the gun?
He also said his daughter's first word was butter.
No way.
Throughout my
How
life.
early were they giving her butter, man? That's crazy.
He went to like a, I don't know if it was like a state, like a Texas state fair or whatever, but they had like a giant cow made out of butter. And he's like, that's incredible. I think my daughter's first words were butter, if I remember correctly, or something like
Oh. Congrats.
that. Ah, America.
Mama, dada. No.
Butter.
It'd be so much funnier if the baby's words were not that at all. It was like, Father, and he's like, yes, butter. What?
I heard it. That was butter right
I
there.
heard it. She likes it too.
And the liberals try to take our butter. What? What's he talking about?
Our precious butter.
Next one says, Daniel, from one funny man to another, how does one start their comedy career? I've been thinking about starting one because I love making people laugh, and you've made that possible, so tell me how. Nope.
All right.
Anyway,
Nope.
next one.
I'm not selling
to
my
lie.
secrets for free.
For $59.95.
Honestly,
Yeah.
just start making videos. Although, I mean, like, it's, all my old ones are still up. They're really dumb, but I mean, I got a little bit better. I don't think I'm good at them, but I'm getting better.
I guess
think.
it depends on what kind of comedy they want to get into. Because, you know,
Racial
they could probably
stereotypes.
I just meant they could look for
How do I
local
become
comedy
racist?
clubs.
I thought to ask you specifically, you the racist one.
You.
The one that shouted slurs at that poor girl on the scooter that was on the sidewalk out of the
Mm-hmm.
street. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was gonna say, I guess it would depend what you mean, but like, yeah, stand-up wise, I don't really do that much stand-up because it stresses me the fuck out. But I'm doing it July 9th if you want to be in St. Louis, yeah. Ugh.
Shameless plug. Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. Please, for the love of God, vote for me. I need to win this time. I need it.
Do you have to be there to vote?
Yeah, you have to be there in person.
Damn.
Womp womp. Well.
Well,
Everybody in the chat,
Sucks to
Sam.
Next one says, "Why am I here at 2:53 a.m.?" Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
On Earth or
You're
at the
listening to it?
podcast?
Yeah, I was like,
I think
you're
at the
listening to it?
podcast because it releases
Oh, okay.
at 2 a.m. Dear
Don't
crew of
do
the
that.
PP Poo Poo Pod, I must say I have a gripe against you three. You have genuinely made my life feel better by making me laugh and smile. I wanted to be sad. That's the reason for my name, Lovely Tears. Sorry we made you happy. Why don't you fucking shut up?
I can't be emo.
Why don't you listen to Joe Rogan?
Our brother in podcasts, am I right?
our brother.
Are we head to head with him in Germany?
Yeah.
What would you say?
We're number 1.
Oh yeah. In Germany, they're like, I do love the peapod a lot better than Rogan. If I'm being honest with you,
Rogan's so stupid.
when he talked about the sauerkraut, I about shit my trousers, my scheissers. What? I shit my trousers. we go to 10 in Germany.
The German crowd,
Oh, they're all like,
it.
"Excuse me."
What did you say?
What did he say about our fucking national food? The next one says, oh my goodness. The next one says, up till now I've been assigned. This is from Apple Podcast, by the way. So if you review us on Apple, as long as it's 5 stars, we'll read it.
Oh.
Anyway,
Is
next
that
one
the
says,
requirement to get on?
No, literally. There was an episode where you weren't there. It was just Daniel and I, and he saw like a 4-star, and he's like, well, skipping
No.
that one.
No.
Like, there's no way.
next one says, hi, up until
Not good
now I've
enough.
been a silent listener, but I wanted to share a weird dream I had involving the podcast that you may share in an episode as it's absolutely unhinged. Anyway, next one.
Skip.
You're skipping their fever
The next
dream.
one is from Glizzy Gobbler.
It actually is.
We'll come back to it next episode. Hey, if you're not going to pay us, we can't give them the same rights as the people who pay us. That's just
You're like,
wrong.
they don't get free clout.
You get
Yeah.
a 3-sentence minimum, buddy.
Well, it was. Do you want to see how
mean.
long it was? We'll read some of it. Like, look how long that bullshit is. I ain't reading all that. Lord, they
I'm
wrote
sorry
me
to
a
hear that
book.
happened to you, or I'm happy that happened.
1 star on Goodreads.
Oh.
The next one says, "Dear Daniel, it's me again, GG. And I fixed some stuff with my girlfriend, and we're both happy now and doing good. I finally got therapy, which is something everyone who listens to this needs. Anyways, I'll keep you posted. Sincerely, the Glizzy Gobbler."
The podcast was tearing them apart.
When you do more reviews on Apple Podcast, it rewrites over your old ones, so I can't see their past ones to really remember. But they've done
I didn't
multiple
know
on
that.
Apple Podcasts, and they had some issues going on. They weren't very happy. They were just saying thank you, I think, for the podcast.
Oh.
I probably completely misrepresented them. Next time they're gonna be like, actually, I didn't do that. I
Well,
hated
no,
your
cut
podcast.
this out. Cut out like the. Dude,
No,
they're like,
I'm not
they
cutting it out.
remember me.
That's
Daniel,
difficult.
please, Daniel. Oh, shut up, dude. Excuse me. No. You cut us out of context. I remember episode 2
When?
or episode 1 where you had me just randomly go,
That
"Oh,
was-
oh, Walkie Slush," and I'm like, dude, why did I just say that? I had to go to the
Why
original
would I
file to
say
see why I
that?
said that.
How do you
would
hold
I
this
say
grudge,
that?
dude? That was 150 weeks ago, you dumbass.
You can't say, "Oh, that's hard to cut out something." Get out of here, dude.
Daniel, in 2021, everyone was dying of COVID, but I've got a gripe to pick with you. You made me say Walkie Slush for no
Mr.
reason.
Man, don't even. I don't know. Oh, that's hard. Shut up.
You edited the first 4, didn't you? Yeah, you did.
That original cut of audio? No. Where I just randomly say
All right.
Walkie Slush.
Yeah, you just cut me saying a walkie slush 47 times in this episode.
Okay. Nick didn't say Walkie Slush out of nowhere,
Yeah,
okay?
you said it first, and then you cut yours out.
Sure.
Daniel, oh no, you're not gonna gaslight me, dude. And go, sure, I'll go back and pull up the file. You said Walkie Slush, and I giggled, and I go, haha, Walkie Slush. I said it after, and then how do you edit it? We're talking, and then I just look like I'm just
You just
dude,
randomly
audibly
walkie-
stimming, just go, oh, Walkie Slush. No, sirree, Bob.
I genuinely don't remember this, so I believe you. I'm just saying I don't remember it, so please
Daniel's
stop
like,
making
but
me feel
it's
sad.
funnier this way.
You just look senile, Nick.
It's funny
Daniel,
if I
I've
make
hated
you
you
look
for 3
crazy.
years. I've
Oh
only
my
stayed
God,
on
I'm
here
not
so I can
saying
complain
that,
about you.
Daniel.
I'm gonna go fucking strangle myself.
You have
Next-
a complaint? Too bad. You are gaslighting me now, and you are bullying.
Next
No
one
complaints
says
allowed. Zip.
Next one says I'm letting you know that I've been listening now for over a year. Wild.
Oh,
And thank you.
congratulations. Good job.
I'm so
next
sorry to
one's-
hear that.
Keep going.
The next one
Oh.
says you guys are weenies. So okay.
Nuh-uh.
Sorry, it's loud. Jeez Louise. I hate myself. Well, that's all the comments we've got, so oh my gosh.
Thank you for your comments.
Thank you for
your
the
service.
comments. If you leave 5 stars, we'll read it sometimes.
Has to be 5
It
stars.
has
That's
to be-
crazy.
Has to be 5, has to be entertaining and no long stories. Thank you.
I like your head bobbing as you're saying that. Just a constant tick. Speaking of constant ticks, the presidential debate, huh? Good lord.
Oh, Lord.
Juliana, were you the only one that watched it?
You know, I attempted to watch it, and whatever feed I was watching it on, I think I only saw 10 minutes of it. I don't know if I sent it to you, but it was like a "we'll be right back."
Oh yeah,
thing.
you did, because it skipped around, and then it was like, well, that's it, and you were like, we saw nothing.
Yeah, and I was like, well, it looks like it cut out, and then it was just doing that for 20 minutes, and then it cut to two like commentator women being like, well, that's the end of the debate, and I was like, oh, I guess it's over now. Cool.
Sick.
I sure love commentary.
I will say I got to see the part where they were arguing about golf, and I did laugh.
Oh my gosh.
I was laughing.
It's so bad, dude. I saw an edit where they stitched together the edit from Obama versus Romney to this one, and we've gone downhill so much in like however long that's been, 12 years or something.
You think?
Yeah, because literally it's both of them.
was your
They're both like shaking hands and smiling, and Obama's like, "Oh, one thing we both agree on is this," and Romney's like, "We need to lower the money for the common people." And it just
Perfectly
cuts to this
sane
one.
middle-aged men versus senile crazy dudes. Yeah,
and then it just cuts to this one where he's just like, and another thing, and then they're like,
Choco Chocolate Crunch.
I'm surprised he never talked about ice cream. At least that I saw. I don't know. Maybe he did in other
The funniest
parts.
part for me that I burst out laughing at the highlight because he goes, 5-second pause, and he goes, Medicare, and the commentator goes, all right, thank you, Biden. And it just cuts him off completely.
And then Trump is just like, I have no idea what he said there, and I don't think he does either. And I was like,
yeah, Biden has never done a better job of making a literal felon look good on TV. Like, crazy. His voice is literally giving out now. Like, I've never heard him talk that long before.
He's an old man. What do you expect?
Yeah. I don't know. It's just really sad that after...
Well, he used to, like, yell at these things. You remember?
Listen, fat.
He used to be like... Yeah, he used to be like, listen here, Jack. And now he's like...
No. Do you remember when he called that guy fat? Do you not remember that?
No.
He's like, listen, fat. That's why I referenced it. It wasn't Jack, it was fat.
That's crazy. Nick just hates fat people. I'm going to cut him out of context so that in 50 more episodes, he can be like, Daniel, I actually didn't just call somebody fat. It was what Biden said, and you cut me out of context.
That was a Joe Biden reference, clearly.
No, I just remember even the last debate 4 years ago, Trump would say a mean thing about Biden, and he would go, "Oh, that's a bunch of baloney," or whatever.
Yeah.
This time he didn't say anything.
Malarkey.
This time he looked at Trump like he believed him. He was like,
Oh,
maybe I am a fuck up.
Maybe I am a fraud.
There's one part that like made me giggle. It was Joe Biden, and he's like, "There's a convicted felon on stage," and then shows Trump, and he's like, he like shrugs at him.
Well, you're right.
He's not wrong.
That is me.
Yeah, the part I was watching it was like, Mr. Trump, will you condone
5 million Guatemalans are gonna kill us.
Yes,
They're on the way right now.
He's like, here and now, do you denounce violence of any kind, no matter the outcome of this election? And then he's like, well, you see, and then they're like, yes or no? And then he's like, if it's fair. And then my feed cut out, and I was like, I wanted to know what happened. I want to know his answer.
Oh
Never
my gosh,
saw it,
dude. Terrible. Ugh.
So he didn't give a yes or no still.
Yeah,
There's good
no,
people
I watched
on both sides.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yes.
gosh.
Yeah, and then
Especially when the one
after-
side is literally like the
Nazis and white supremacists.
yeah, like the white tent.
It's good people.
What are they
man.
called?
It's good
The
people.
KKK.
people.
Yeah. White tents.
The white tents, you know.
The TP
Oh,
guys.
yes.
The kamikazes.
Yes.
The what?
The circus?
Oh my gosh, dude, it was so bad. What
Yeah,
else we got
and
on
then
this
they
list?
said Joe Biden, like, after the fact, they were like, oh, but it's because he had a cold. And I'm like, why wouldn't you say this before? You know, they were trying to justify how he was like, you know, you could barely hear him.
Insane.
Like, I was genuinely trying to listen because I was like,
They didn't
at
give
least
him his
he's...
Adderall before his.
At least he was, like, answering
Where's my
the
buddy
questions,
Corn Pop?
I guess. Like, I think he stayed more on track than I thought he was going to, but I genuinely couldn't understand, like, what was coming out of his mouth. Like, it was so mumbly and so quiet. I was like, I feel bad. I can't
Yeah.
understand a word he's saying.
Yeah,
and
the
they're
poor
like,
guy
"Why-
needs
why you
to
get a
be put to
cold?"
bed.
Oh, Put to sleep.
I didn't mean that. I meant like he needs to go to bed. Like
Sleepy
he needs
Joe.
a good. I feel like this guy. I feel like the guy on stage hasn't slept in days, and he's just.
Joe.
He just
Dude, the
played
part-
right into his hands. That was the whole argument.
The part
he
where
had.
they're like, and how will you, calm Americans' concerns over you guys just both being presidents in your 80s, right? You'll be pretty old. And then, like, Joe Biden's like, well, I was the second youngest person voted to Senate. And everyone's like, who cares? What does that have to do with now?
I was young back then.
I was young
Hey,
once.
30s.
When I was 33, I voted yes for civil rights. I think.
I
Like
think
Joe.
I did. Maybe.
Joe, that was the 60s.
Yeah, I know, and everyone's like, all right, and how about their current day concerns? And then he's like, well, because I've been doing this for so long, since I was so young, I'm more confident than this guy. He's younger than me, and I'm more confident. And then Trump's like, this guy didn't pass any tests. He didn't do any of the physical or mental tests. I'd like to see him answer 5 questions. He can't even answer one.
I did the impossible quiz online. I passed it flying colors.
the
I got the
impossible
fart
quiz.
color. Biden couldn't do it.
On BuzzFeed, it says I was mozzarella.
On my dating app, Buzzbull. Listen, guys, I met malaria on Buzzbull.
And then he's like, I won 2 golfing contests, and I wasn't even in the senior division. I won 2. You know how intelligent and how physically fit you have to do to be there. I was the best. I beat everyone. I bet Joe
dude.
Biden couldn't beat me in a game of golf.
Hold on.
Tried to challenge me to a golf match. Man can't
they
even
know
hit a
that-
ball 50 yards.
They know they can go
is-
golf together and just be done with this, right?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
cancel it.
Sorry,
Whoever
Nick, go
wins
ahead.
the golf match wins president.
No.
I know.
The commentators are like, wait, no. And they're like, no, let's do it, Jack. Come on. I'm only a 6 handicap. What
on,
the fuck
fat.
does that mean? Come on, fat orange fucko. I'll lick you like
Dude,
chocolate.
you have to watch that video
Chocolate
after we
ice
stop
cream.
recording. He goes to... So there's like a Trump supporter at like one of his rallies. He's like, listen, fat. It's such a good video, dude.
Oh,
I just remember the clip where he he was talking to some woman behind him in the video, and he's like, "You ever been to one of these?" She's like, "Uh-huh," and he's like, "No, you haven't. You 2-timing dog-looking woman." And
You two-timing-
everyone's like, "What?" It was so funny.
What I was gonna say is, didn't Trump like get out of his little medical exam and like, no.
was he exempt from it for something?
Doctor said my
Something
tummy was soft. It
Oh, yeah, he
feels
said
very
I
Left
round.
his
was
tummy.
Yeah, he said I was the healthiest man they'd ever seen at this age. I said I was as fit as Tom Brady.
He said he had like splints or something, and that's why like he forfeited like the army or something. Right?
Couldn't tell if
Look
it
it
was
up, look it
chest
up,
hair
sorry.
or hay.
Oh, that's how he got out of like the
Plenty.
draft or something.
Yeah.
He was a
Hold on, let
draft
me see.
dodger, and he said, flat feet. You
Yeah,
know?
he was a draft
That's
dodger.
like the
yeah.
classic.
You know you can't pedal those planes with flat feet. Incorrect. What?
I've been in many helicopters. I know all about helicopters.
Are you looking it up, Nick?
Yeah, Trump avoided Vietnam due to a Queen's podiatrist.
Oh my gosh.
It was feet. It was the flat feet.
What a wuss.
That's
The
the,
doctor
classic
diagnosed
excuse.
Trump with bone spurs to help him avoid the Vietnam War.
It makes it
All right,
sound like
not
he's got
fit
like
to be president.
velociraptor talons. Can't wear
dude.
shoes with those dinosaur feet I have. What?
They look disgusting.
The bunions
Malaria
on those
cuts
things,
him
man.
every morning.
Malaria can't stand them. Gotta wear shoes
My-
at night.
Oh god. He goes
I
to
wear
bed in the
shoes
full
in bed.
suit. Yeah.
I make my freak kid sand him every morning.
Yeah,
you
my
seen that
toes-
tall son of a bitch?
My nails grow out
Don
of my
and
shoes.
the other one.
Jack or whatever.
Jacob.
Jacob.
I'm right here, father. Look how fucking tall he is. Good
Get
lord.
away from me.
Ugh, I could smell your breath.
You
Anyway,
look disgusting.
it was him that wanted Taylor Swift in the car that one time.
I love that video so much. Everything's so quiet. It's so bizarre.
La 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 la. Oh my gosh.
God.
Oh my goodness. Anyway.
What does he listen to in his spare time? I'm curious.
Just old people screaming.
Yeah.
Chief Keef.
Yeah, ASAP Rocky. Apparently he knows of him.
100 gex.
Get him home.
Am I right?
Get him home ASAP.
It's
no
like
Rocky.
electronic high-pitched pop, you know.
Yeah, name one song.
Shoots myself with a shotgun.
You mentioned it. Money Machine, dude.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Dude, once you hear it, you'll remember that song for life.
I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will.
I swear you've heard clips where it's like, that's a lot of talk from
100%,
someone with such a
Oh, yeah.
You've
Little
heard,
Fish Baby.
so you know that one?
I would if I heard it, yeah.
Yeah, you probably
You know,
in
part of the
edits.
reason I'm like this and my brain doesn't do so good. My brother sent me a Snapchat the other day, and he was like, our childhood library just got closed down for asbestos. I was like, oh, that was the good book smell. I was like, so this is why we have all the cancer problems that we have today, is because as kids,
Like,
we're
I
just reading
spent
books.
every day in the library.
You guys are like, look, snow.
We literally went back once just to smell it. And my dad's like, no, you didn't. I was like, I'm pretty sure we did. So that's why we've got cancer.
Asbestos.
Yeah, the allure of
Asbestos. We're getting our German audience back. Asbestos. Sorry, I'm autistic.
Sassy Germans.
I know, right? I was just thinking that.
It's the Swiss, I guess, yeah. Swedish? I don't know. Whatever the fuck. You're over there in Europe. I don't know. We're not going there.
It's Pride Month. I'm looking for the German dungeon.
Yeah, last day of Pride Month.
That was so fast.
Wasn't fast enough if you ask me.
Oh, no.
Whoa, Nick, why would you say that? Completely in
Say
context.
anything, dude.
You dub it over Nick's mouth.
Dude, we have so many hours of us talking. People can easily do like deep fakes of our audio, and someone's gonna use your
100%.
audio.
I remember
That's
when we
it.
read that story and they were like, all I need is like 10 hours of audio. Who got that? And we're like,
Uh-oh.
uh-oh. We have 140 hours of audio. If you're a patron, you already have like a whole AI engine trained around us specifically.
100%. It exists. It's gonna happen. One day we're gonna get a $50 like patron member, and then that's it. It's over. They're gonna be like, "Can I get the raw files?" That's it. It's done. It's
Done.
over.
Like as soon as I
We
let
had a
them
good
into
run.
the Patreon, like they're like, "Can I get access to the Patreon?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And then just my computer screen goes dies, and it's like, "You loser."
They fully hack you?
They fully hacked me. I'm like, oh no.
They get the raw footage of Daniel like adjusting the Swiffer in his ass.
So it's just me with like my mouth going up, and I'm like, that girl on the scooter, I hate her so much. Whoa.
Hey, no,
Is that what this
like-
episode's called? Daniel hits that girl on the scooter.
Sure.
No.
No,
You're supposed to
I
say no.
shouldn't.
YouTube
I
wouldn't
shouldn't.
like that one.
I shouldn't.
I'm surprised they monetized the episode where I censored the word nakeds, but I'm glad they did.
What did you put? Just like an asterisk?
Yeah, but I mean, they
Put
still.
naked. I went to an oddities shop, and that was pretty neat. I went to
I
two
don't
of them.
give a shit.
I want to hear.
I'm kidding.
I
I
want to hear what
asked
you
you
saw.
for topics. I want to hear. Yeah.
Well, now I'm not going to tell you.
No, I'm done. I'm done.
Because I actually have to leave right now. I'm not kidding.
Oh, you actually do. Yeah, it's 10:50. Yeah.
Aw.
Aww.
Neener.
All right.
Man, I guess all we'll know is that he went to oddity shops. Anyway,
That's all we'll know.
that's all
Cliffhanger.
we're ever gonna know.
I'll send pictures. I took a lot of pictures.
Yeah, I was like, what's the coolest thing you saw?
Like I don't know how they got this. They got a mummy's hand, like with the ring still on it.
Ooh, wow, that's cool.
A bunch of two-headed things, a bunch like cows, mice, lizards, ducks.
Yum.
Oh, sorry, I'm glossing over this. I saw a person's head, just like a mummified head.
Was
in the
it-
cabinet.
An
Was it-
actual
was it a
head?
shrunken
oh
head?
my gosh.
Oh, I also saw a shrunken head. Yes, that too.
Oh.
But like I saw like a regular preserved mummy head just in a cabinet.
Wow.
What?
I feel okay. So sorry, really quick. I do gotta leave.
I don't care. I
There's
wanna
a
hear.
place in Chicago called Grave Face, and for $10 you can see their little museum in the back. And honestly, it's worth the $10. But they don't have museum storage, I guess is the proper term. They just have cabinets to put their stuff away. So
Oh, it's not on display?
It's on display, but it's just like a room with cabinets.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So this lady's head is just in a piece of IKEA furniture.
You open the cabinet.
my
Oh,
Oh
You
no, like
scared?
it's glass. You're not just opening it to look
yeah,
at the stuff.
yeah, exactly.
It's
Oh,
even weird. It's just-
kitchen cabinet. Oh, what's in here?
I love smelling head with no
Smells
glass.
disgusting.
I can see the
Something's coming
spores
from this
going into my
cabinet.
mouth.
I took pictures to show you guys, but yeah, no, they had a head just in the cabinet, and I was like, shouldn't that be stored better? Not,
No head.
shouldn't it be like in a chilled environment?
So no
maybe?
head? Yeah. That was good.
Stop.
Lively.
I guess if it's mummified, they do all of the embalming.
Yeah,
and
but it's
everything
gotta
where-
like smells. Like, dude,
Probably.
I didn't smell anything, so like I don't know if they do a good job with like venting the system or what, but I don't know. The place is really neat. Like both of them are really cool. There's more. I didn't realize like how common oddity shops are over here in Chicago. I think
I
we have
didn't
like
even know they were like a thing, except when they're like
I didn't
traveling
either.
ones.
oh dude, yes, they're a thing. We looked it up and there's like 6 in Chicago. So I want to go to the others, but I'll send you guys all the
Do
pictures
it.
and everything. I do gotta go, but I wish
Okay,
you guys the
bye.
best, and I'll see you later. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye bye. Be safe.
So what's
Take
with this
care.
hawk tooey girl, huh? Oh, sorry, Nick's still here. Get out of here! Go!
Get
go.
out of here! I want to talk about.
spitting.
I want to talk about my huck too.
No, my dad literally goes. Oh, he's gone. No, but it
Your
was.
dad
I was
knows
so.
of her.
I barely even know the origin, but my dad was visiting this weekend. He was like, "So what's with this hawk tooey thing?" And I was like, "Oh no, 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 no." I was gonna say, isn't the original video her talking about spitting on dick? Isn't that what she's talking
Yeah,
about?
the video. It's just like one of those generic asking people on the street type videos, and the guy's like, I don't know why this one blew up so much in particular. I guess she's
Yeah,
cute.
I don't either.
It's like
The country
Yeah.
dude bums have a hero now.
Milady. He just says like, what's one move in bed that like men can't resist or something, and then she's like, you gotta give him the hack.
You said
That's it.
Plue? We've started a new one. Hawk Pluey. Please buy our Hawk Pluey merch for the Pequeno pod.
Oh,
I don't mean this in a bad way, but I mean I think I saw the video, but she's just a regular person, so like I don't remember what she looks like. I wouldn't know if I saw, but
she's a pretty gal. Okay, people love
Oh.
pretty gals. I just
Aw.
watched the movie X the other day because it was going off on Netflix or whatever.
oh yeah, because
And-
you mean in that series of like that 3
Mhm.
series that's coming out? Okay.
Yeah. I want to see the other two. I mean, I enjoyed it. I don't know. My friend was just like, I don't get the hype over it. It just seems like a generic, like, slasher, you know? But a lot of Gen Z type people are like, this is one of the best movies ever, you know? But I'm like,
Right,
yeah, I
I
liked it. I liked it.
But yeah, I'm with them. I don't get the hype.
But I think it's because it's hot
it's
girls.
fine.
I think that's ultimately.
Yeah, I guess because it's Jenna Ortega and Mia
That's
Goth.
the appeal.
Although I'm so fascinated that Gen Z likes Mia Goth because I'm pretty sure it's like documented that she's done like relationship
Weird.
domestic abuse.
Yeah, isn't
No,
she
like,
dating Shia LaBeouf?
yeah,
was
like I mean, well
dating
that
him?
and I think she's also hit people. Like I think it's documented she's hit people on sets. So it's like, why do you
Oh.
guys like her? But I don't know. She's a good actress, but she's a little scary. I mean, that's kind of the point.
I was
But-
gonna say. Wow,
I think it's
fitting.
funny. Not like I'm not one like I liked her before she was cool, but like I remember seeing her in like weird art house movies like years and years ago, thinking like she's probably gonna be famous someday, and then like seeing
She's
her
got
in
something.
mainstream stuff, and I'm like, oh damn.
She had that X Factor. Oh my gosh, it's the movie.
My
Wow.
favorite example of that I don't know if I've told you about this. I probably have, but
Like discovering somebody before they blew up.
yeah, it was so cool, and I wasn't like I don't feel like I'm not like I discovered them. I just think it was really cool that like somebody that so basically what happened was like when I was single and I had nothing to do, I would go to Redbox and try to rent like all the movies that was like that are in there that are like rated well. So it's this random movie. I couldn't even tell you what it was. It's some horror movie, some generic horror movie. But there was a guy in there, and I was like, this guy's really good. He's way better than this movie deserves. He was so good. I don't remember the movie very much, but apparently he was so good that I DM'd him. This is like 4 or 5 years ago. I DM'd this guy when I just started my Instagram for social media.
Now you guys have
400
like an
followers.
open conversation in there.
Yeah, so 400 followers, and I DM'd him. He didn't respond, and I just said, "Hey, I thought you were really great in this movie. I'm sure I'll see your career take off because that was really good." Years later, I've forgotten this completely happened because I didn't give it a second thought. I'm in Guardians of the Galaxy 3 opening night.
You're like, I'm in the movie.
And Chikuti Iwuji pops up on screen as the main villain, and I was like, I know him! Ah! So like I immediately DM'd him, and I didn't know at this point that he has already been in like that series, not The Punisher, Peacemaker. He was on Peacemaker, so he had already done some big stuff, but because it's a show, I hadn't seen it. But so I DM'd him again, and yeah, it has my old DM from 4 years ago, but I DM'd him again, and I just said, I was so excited to see you pop up as the big bad in a Marvel movie. That's crazy. And he was the best actor in that movie, I thought.
Yeah.
And so then, he responded, and he was like, thanks for being supportive all these years and stuff. And I was like, that's pretty crazy. Anyway.
I mean, honestly, I like that character as a bad guy, too.
Yeah.
In terms of a lot of the Marvel villains haven't been too great lately, so
no,
I thought it was an interesting concept to be like, playing God. You know, what was his name? The Evolutionist or something?
Yeah, a High Evolutionary, I think.
Yeah. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool. That hasn't happened too often, but yeah. So if you like people in movies, DM them because you never know what may happen. But that's pretty crazy.
Especially when they're starting out, they need the support anyways.
Yeah, I was gonna say they need the nice stuff anyways, because I used to do that for a lot of I don't watch as many small movies anymore because I don't have time. But when I did, I'd try to find people and DM them and just say, I think this is really cool. So hopefully they don't think that's weird or anything, but I think it's
no
fun.
way. There's no way. Because, like, they are putting themselves out there anyways.
Right, that's a good point, yeah. It took all of 1 minute after Nick left for us to start talking movies.
Oop. We're done. End the episode now.
No, it's fun. I think people enjoy it. I like when we talk about this stuff.
End the episode now.
Well, and first of all, I want to talk to you anyway, so whatever. No, don't talk to me.
I started Baby Reindeer. I'd recommend that.
I was going to say, everyone was talking about it, so it kind of almost made me not want to watch it, but I heard it was really
good. That
good.
made me not want to watch it too, and then I waited for the hype to die down, and then I did watch it. Yeah, I think you'd like it because, you know, it's like a struggling comedian story. But
that's me.
Wow, he's just like me, but he has a stalker who's a crazy lady.
Well, yeah, the thing I did hear about that was that like the stalker got big now from it because they're real and they like came out and said I didn't do all this shit, and they were on Morgan or whoever that is, that Piers British Morgan. Idiot. Yeah, Piers Morgan.
Yeah, I think honestly, it's like more like a dramedy than just a straight up comedy because it's taking from real things
like
that happen in the dude's life. So I think honestly they don't lean heavily into the comedy, so I feel like too much of it is like too real that you couldn't write that. You know what I mean? Where you're like you could funny this up a lot more, you could make it a lot goofier. Yeah. But I think they stuck to making it pretty. Seems like somebody would be capable of that kind of stuff and just being creepy.
All right, patron notes starting with Zen. This is a bit of a long one. Hello, Pequeno Pod. It's been quite a while. I'm not going to lie to you guys, it's been a wild few weeks. The kitchen I work in is on a military base, and our building serves the majority of the international forces here that are sent to the base to learn how to better work with our military. So a lot of Ukrainian, Middle Eastern, and South Central American forces, mixed in with some recruits going through basic training here before being sent back to their country of origin. For the past 2 weeks, I've had to listen to my coworker be an absolute racist cunt while I cook over a hot boiling pool of oil and grill. When it's not racism or homophobia from certain staff member on base, it's my midday manager twerking up a storm, talking about how she gets absolutely fucked over the weekend. I never asked to know about this woman's love triangle, but it's in my head now, and I've already talked to management about it. Positive is...
It's not very appropriate to talk about with coworkers. No.
Positive is that I'm paid more and have more hours as a result of my new position. I'm hitting the gym 4 times a week now and seeing a trainer every week. Wow, that's great. Good for you. She's absolutely gorgeous and very lovely to work with. My little gay ass has a homosexual panic in the locker room every time I finish a session. Honestly, it's become my highlight of the week. Too.
I'd be like, I gotta go every day. Motivation.
Thanks so much for keeping me sane the past couple of nights while I caught up on episodes. As much as I hope the hole in Juliana's house gets fixed, I feel like the whole wall will be missing by the time her mom decides on a color for it. Stay safe. Love you guys. Fat honks and DeBronx. All bless the shitter, the farter, the squeaky queefer. May their stains of wisdom continue to guide me. The arch, the bean, and the needle, their beacons eternal. I love the lore on that.
Thank you.
So
Thank
funny.
you.
Thank you so much. I feel blessed. That's why I've been so sick lately. I haven't gotten a blessing from Zen in a while.
Uh-huh. You need more Zen in your life?
100%. Yeah, so really quick, just because you got to eat dinner, what is the update? Oh, did the painters, is the hole filled and the paint's paint?
Yeah, we filled it. We did it. The painters
Pipe's
painted
okay?
it, and they did it. Yeah, the pipe ended up. I mean, I think we let it stay for one day and let water run through it, and there was no leaking. We just had to replace it 4 separate times, and
Jeez Louise.
yeah, we got it. There was no leak after, and then I added the insulation, and we patched the wall up, and yeah, the painters ended up doing that one accent wall that I was really worried they weren't going to do correctly, because my mom was like, tell them about it, and I was like, I am not going to say azul aquí and assume
Yeah, right.
that they're going to know what I mean, alright? I'm not going to do that to them, right?
There's so many different, there's 1,000 different colors of blue anyway. Why would you be able to tell them
the
that?
thing is she had blue. Yeah, actually, it ended up being fine. Just one of the days they ran out of paint, so I had to call the Benjamin Moore store and have them pick some up, and then the painters went and got it, and then, yeah. That lady was working, 8 hours a day here, though. Just, my ceiling in the front of my house is really high, and so, her brother-in-law was just on a really rickety-looking ladder, and I was like, I'm so scared for them, but they seem like they know what they're doing, they did a good job. I just had to stay trapped in one of the rooms for a long time while they were painting the hallway out there, and then another day, when the paint was wet, we had to sit outside, and I was in the shade, but you saw I still got sunburn because I always wear t-shirts, and it was one day I wasn't wearing a t-shirt, I was wearing a tank top because it was too hot, and then I got sunburn on only the chest, in just one square. Because I put sunblock on there too, but I guess I just didn't have a base tan or something. Yeah, pissed. And I had to shit for 5 hours, and I was like, I can't go inside because they're fully blocking the bathroom. But it got done. It's okay. Crazy thing is, the insurance people finally got back to us the day after they finished. So you know how we've been waiting 6 months because we're just gonna start shit on our own. They were like, alright, we actually got the price adjusted on this, and it's going to be $16,000 for this stuff they want to do. And we're like, that's very funny, because guess what? We just started doing all this stuff on our own, and they're like, oh, okay, we can take out everything you've done and send you the price. And they're like, here's the contract. And it was still $16,000, and we're like, y'all, you made us wait 6 months with a hole in our house. Anyways, it's fine. We'll see. We'll see what we do from here. No, it was fun. I pulled out all the nails. You saw that. I sent you videos of me pulling nails for hours. Got it all. It all worked out in the end.
I hate it.
We're fine. We're chilling.
I only have 2 notes this week. So last note from Catalyst. Podcast note. Good. Read like a newscaster, please. Oh boy.
Transatlantic accent.
Yeah. What's the? That's the Marilyn Monroe voice, right? Is that what you mean? The old movie. Yeah. Good morning, you sons of bitches. It's a wonderful day outside with a high of don't give a fuck and the risk of badassery. Today we have some fun events in the old Peapod City, including tripping balls off Delta 8, learning to draw pornography, which is fun to share with your friends, and dabbing through the cemetery. So grab your friends, your family, or the little R down the street and get out in the PP City to enjoy the fucking gorgeous weather with some good old-fashioned assholery.
That's a really good summary.
Amen. Yeah. That was good. Oh,
that's a perfect way to promote it. Yeah, that pretty much sums up what we do
Our
here.
Our new trailer, yep. Yep, that's all I'm seeing right now, unfortunately. But hope everyone else is having a good week. Everyone's busy. All of our patrons are lovely people that work very hard on things, so I hope you guys are doing okay.
Anyways, dinner time!
Oh boy. Alright, have fun. Hope food is good.
Good night.
Good night. Bye.